Welcome back to Click on Flavors of Ramadan, powered by Yoplait Yogurt and Grand Mills Fresh Chakki Atta. मेरा नाम है गौरव, नाम तो सुना होगा। देखिए अब वक्त हो चुका है हम आपको इंटरनेशनल रेसिपी बनाना सिखाएं और उसके लिए हम फ्लाइट लेंगे सीधा इटली तक, क्योंकि इटली में बनती है बढ़िया रावियोली। अब देखिए रावियोली तो आप लोग में से कुछ लोग घर पर भी बनाते होंगे, पर जनरली लोग ये करते हैं कि रावियोली का जो पाउच होता है, जो रावियोली मेन पास्ता होता है, वो आप बाहर से खरीद कर लाते हैं और फिर घर में उसमें फिलिंग डाल के पास्ता बना लेते हैं। इस बार अगर आप हमारी ये रेसिपी ध्यान से देखें तो आपको पता चलेगा कि रावियोली स्क्रैच से कैसे बनाई जाती है। एंड अगर आप भी ऑल पर्पस फ्लावर यूज करके रावियोली बनाना चाहते हैं देन दिस इज द रेसिपी जो आपको बिल्कुल ध्यान से देखनी होगी।
Hi, my name is Chef Julius and I'm a culinary arts instructor at SCAFA, the School of Culinary and Finishing Arts in Dubai. Today, we'll be making ravioli from scratch, and what I'll get to do first of all is that we'll start by making our filling. Now, for the pasta filling, I have pre-cooked some chicken. And for the chicken, for the people who are joining us, that you can just have to cut it. It doesn't have any mode of cutting. You can cut it roughly because we'll have to blend it in the mixer. So I'll get our chicken, I'll put it in, some very nice plum tomatoes, and then I'll get to pluck some fresh basil. Now I need a bit of oil, just a bit, goes in, bit of pepper just to give it some taste, pinch of salt. To make your filling for the ravioli, we need some very nice creamy cheese, and today I've decided to use ricotta. With that, I believe I'm done. So this comes here. So now, getting to make the dough for ravioli. We need a mixer. I'll get one clapped up. Today I'm going to be using all-purpose flour. I'll get to start on the weighing. Okay, I have my 200 grams. Now, I'll get to put my eggs in. And then this goes in. Well, on the mixture, we already have our eggs and flour. I'll get to put a bit of oil. Okay, a bit of pepper just for taste, and I get to close. Okay, our dough is done, so I'll get to take it off. Now, I get to use my palms, and I get to knead it nicely, incorporating everything. Okay, and now as you can see, the dough is incorporating well. So now I'm ready to use my dough. For the viewers, this is a pasta machine, and I'm going to show you how we're going to hook it up. I'm going to use a mixer that comes in with the equipment that you can always get to plug it in. Now, it has numbers that are integrated into it. I'm going to roll it out from number 1 all the way to number 8. Now, I'll switch that on, and I'll get to plug it in. Okay, I'll split my dough into 2. Okay, I slide it in. So this is the first one that we have. So always the first rule is when you get to roll it fast, you get to fold the flaps. The first one, like that. It doesn't go back like this, it goes like this. And there you go. So now, I'll get to get a bit of more flour inside, nicely. And then that was number 1. I'll move to number 2. And this is the result that I have. Okay. Now, using a very sharp knife, I'm going to cut a bit of the edges off, a bit of the edges off, and a bit of the edges off. Okay. First of all, I'll get to get the dough, fold it to the center, and get a mark into it. Okay? Now, using my round cutter, I'm going to mark. I'm just going to do a bit of round. I didn't press the ring to go all the way through the dough. It's just a mark that I need. So I'm gonna go 1, just a bit of spacing. I'm gonna go 2, and I'm gonna go 3. With this in mind, I know that I have 3 raviolis right now. Now, for everyone, I hope you remember the filling that we made with ricotta, sun-dried tomatoes, some very nice chicken and fresh basil. Now this is gonna come in. So, just a bit of it comes onto the plate nicely. Now that is done. Now, I have a bowl of water here. Now, I get to dip one of my fingers, and it's very important for you just to go round it. And make sure that you follow the circle that you made the mark into it. And then you go all the way around. You go all the way around. Now, when this is done, remember the dough that we made? I told you the lesser one. Now I need you to look and observe very well. Like I said, it's gonna be easy like stealing candy from a baby. Okay? Now, that's how we get to fold it in nicely. And if you can see, what I'm doing is that there is no any air that is in my ravioli that has been captured. So, for the first one, we get to go that much. I get to cut through now. We get to go the second one. I get to cut through also. And we get to go the third one. I get to cut through. Now, we have 3 perfect raviolis done. On the side, I've already put a pot of boiling water. So I need to look for my salt. And with this, a nice touchful in. So now, at the meantime, my raviolis will get to go in one by one. The water is boiling nicely. That goes in. So now, pan. I'll get to put it on. Just a bit of oil. So now I have all my ingredients ready. And onions in. Now I get to stir them a bit. Okay. I increase the heat a bit. And garlic goes in. I get to put some fresh basil in. So, my onions, nice golden brown. Garlic releases all its juices. Tomatoes in. I get to sweat it a bit. I need some pepper in. I love black pepper, so I'll give it a nice dose because I'll be the one who'll be tasting. You'll have to watch from home. So a dash of salt a bit. A bit of the tomato juice. Okay. And for sure now, our pasta is done. So I get to fish out my very nicely cooked raviolis. One by one, I get to put them down on the plate. And there they go. To avoid the raviolis getting to stick on one another, I'll get to put just a bit of oil. And then we get to toast them so that we get to avoid them sticking on together. So this is done. Now, I get to take the raviolis that we made, and what I need for the plating is that I need 4 of them only. Nicely fish them out, put them in the sauce, smells wonderful, and in they go. So give it a good stir. Give it a nice stir inside it, separate them a bit. Make sure that they are well covered inside and let them get to heat up a bit. So now I'll get a spoon. Okay, now I need to get a nice piece of basil that will sit on top of the ravioli. And I'm going to place it on my side. And we need some nice Parmesan shavings. And we're done. And the ravioli is ready.
रावियोली फिलिंग बनाने के लिए प्री कुक्ड चिकन, प्लम टोमेटोज, बेसिल, तेल, काली मिर्च, नमक और रिकॉटा चीज लेकर ब्लेंड कर दीजिए। अब डो बनाने के लिए मैदा, 2 अंडे, तेल और काली मिर्च डालकर ब्लेंड कर दीजिए और ब्लेंड करने के बाद आटे को गूंद दीजिए। अब पास्ता मेकर से रैवियोली बनाना शुरू कीजिए। रैवियोली के 2 स्ट्रिप्स बनाने के बाद रिकॉटा फिलिंग को बीच में डाल दीजिए और दूसरे स्ट्रिप से ढक दीजिए। अब राउंड कटर से रैवियोली को कट कर दीजिए। अब गर्म पानी में थोड़ा नमक डालकर रैवियोली को उबाल दीजिए। सॉस बनाने के लिए एक पैन में तेल गरम कीजिए। अब चॉप्ड अनियंस, लहसुन, टमाटर, काली मिर्च, नमक और टमाटर पेस्ट मिलाकर अच्छी तरह से मिक्स कर दीजिए। अब बॉइल्ड रैवियोली को सॉस पैन में डाल दीजिए। रैवियोली को सॉस के साथ प्लेट कीजिए और बेसिल और पार्मेजान चीज के साथ गार्निश कीजिए।
Scotch Brite tip of the day. How do I clean my food processor? There's so many bits and parts. What's the first thing to do? What you gotta do is you gotta take some warm water and leave it for about 10 minutes. Let the dirt soften up a little bit. Then take a dishcloth and just rub it down so you get all of the excess dirt off.